100 Reasons Why Being Delulu is the Solulu. Welcome to Love Lux Amore, where we talk about self-development and fulfilling our dreams. Remember those days when we were little, when we'd spin around in circles, pretending to be ballerinas, or stare at the stars, imagining ourselves as cosmic explorers, charting unknown galaxies? Back then, possibilities felt infinite, and our imaginations soared to heights that no one could limit. We believed we could become anything: famous artists, brave firefighters, fearless superheroes, without the slightest doubt. Yet, as we grew up, life happened, responsibilities piled on, voices of caution surrounded us, and suddenly, the wide-open spaces of our youthful hopes began to shrink into more realistic boundaries. But what if that flame of childlike belief could be rekindled? Imagine letting yourself dream wildly again, a little delulu, in the best way possible, just enough to push beyond everyday constraints and dare to envision a reality that sets your heart racing. If that vision appeals to you, make sure to visit loveluxamore.com. There, you'll find digital products and services, from vision board analysis to deep dive goal-setting sessions and customized affirmations, all crafted to help you nurture and harness that spark of imagination. Whether you're feeling stuck, need a fresh perspective, or simply crave a reminder that you hold the power to reshape your life, you'll discover a wealth of resources to guide you back to a mindset where new possibilities feel not only thrilling but also completely within your grasp. Now, maybe you've been told countless times to get your head out of the clouds, and it's left you hesitant, even fearful, about pursuing those once vibrant dreams. Yet, consider this: sometimes, the most groundbreaking innovations and the most satisfying life choices happen when we step into a space that others might label unrealistic. Embracing a bit of delulu thinking, letting yourself envision the extraordinary, can become your personal solulu, sparking courage, creativity, and an unshakable belief that you can forge your own path. In the spirit of reclaiming that boundless imagination, here are 100 compelling reasons why a hint of delusional thinking can carry you farther than you've ever dreamed, reinvigorating your aspirations and illuminating a brighter future. Now, let's begin. 100 Reasons Why Being Delulu is the Solulu. 1. Breaks boundaries. Delulu thinking allows you to break free from societal norms and expectations, giving you creative freedom to innovate. By imagining possibilities that transcend the usual limitations, you venture into uncharted territories of thought and action. This expanded outlook fosters boldness and originality, setting you apart from the crowd. Embracing a Delulu mindset means daring to explore untapped potential and redefining what is possible. Example: Ava decided to quit her corporate job and start a sustainable fashion line, ignoring everyone who said it was too risky, and ended up trailblazing a new eco-friendly trend. 2. Enhances creativity. When you think delulu, you engage parts of your brain that thrive on abstract and imaginative thinking. This stimulates the creation of new ideas and approaches that might seem unconventional at first. By pushing beyond linear boundaries, you stumble upon unique solutions to complex problems. Ultimately, a delulu mindset acts as a catalyst for continuous creativity and originality. Example: Miguel sketched out futuristic car designs on napkins late at night, leading him to invent a novel aerodynamic concept for electric vehicles. 3. Builds confidence. Constantly envisioning success trains your mind to believe in your own capabilities. Over time, these positive mental patterns become ingrained, replacing self-doubt with self-assurance. You start to feel comfortable taking on bigger risks because you see yourself as someone who can handle them. This heightened confidence radiates into everything you do, boosting performance and ambition. Example: Priya visualized herself acing every pitch at her startup accelerator, and soon her unwavering confidence helped her secure major investors. 4. Drives ambition. Being delulu means setting lofty goals that stretch your potential. Such high aspirations propel you to continuously improve and strive for bigger achievements. When you see yourself accomplishing more than you once thought possible, your drive to succeed amplifies. This creates a virtuous cycle where ambition feeds accomplishment and accomplishment fuels greater ambition. Example: Jordan aimed to write a best-selling novel despite never having written anything longer than a blog post, and ended up finishing a 400-page manuscript. 5. Encourages risk-taking. Delulu thinkers understand that great rewards often come from daring leaps of faith. While the risks can be intimidating, the payoff of achieving something extraordinary outweighs the fear. By normalizing the idea of thinking big, you train yourself to embrace uncertainty instead of shying away from it. This openness to risk fuels growth, innovation, and resilience. Example: Lena invested her savings in a groundbreaking tech startup, trusting her gut despite friends' warnings, and soon became part of a major industry success. 6. Promotes learning. Pursuing ambitious dreams necessitates continuous skill acquisition and knowledge expansion. You become naturally curious about new fields, technologies, and methods that can propel you forward. This ongoing learning process enriches both your personal and professional life, keeping you mentally sharp. Delulu thinking, therefore, becomes a powerful driver for lifelong education. Example: Tarek took up coding classes at night to develop an app he'd envisioned since college, discovering a newfound passion for software development. 7. Fuels persistence. When your vision is grand, you anticipate and accept that the journey will have its hurdles. Overcoming each obstacle not only brings you one step closer to your dream but also builds your resilience. This strong sense of purpose keeps you motivated even during tough times. In short, being Delulu instills a tenacity that ordinary goals rarely inspire. Example: Amelia refused to give up on her dream of opening a bakery, even after multiple loan rejections, eventually finding an investor who believed in her vision. 8. Attracts opportunities. Enthusiasm for big ideas tends to catch people's attention, drawing them toward your projects and aspirations. As you share your vision, like-minded individuals recognize the potential and seek ways to collaborate or support you. This network effect can open doors that remain locked to those with smaller, less captivating ideas. A Delulu mindset sparks excitement that pulls valuable opportunities into your orbit. Example: Ben's animated presentations about renewable energy piqued the interest of a top environmental NGO, leading to a major project partnership. 9. Inspires others. People are naturally drawn to someone who thinks boldly and passionately. By living out your ambitious dreams, you show others that bigger possibilities exist for them too. This contagious energy can shift mindsets and encourage others to set goals they once considered unrealistic. Ultimately, your Delulu spirit can create a ripple effect of inspiration in your community. Example: Serena's journey to run a marathon despite severe asthma inspired her entire neighborhood to join a local fitness challenge. 10. Creates excitement. Life takes on a thrilling edge when you're chasing goals that seem out of reach. Each day becomes an opportunity to get closer to something monumental, fueling an undercurrent of anticipation. This excitement can energize not just you, but also the people around you. A little dose of Delulu transforms the mundane into an exhilarating adventure. Example: Dante would wake up early every morning excited to work on his concept for a zero-gravity dance performance, electrifying his entire dance troupe. 11. Facilitates uniqueness. Delulu thinking propels you down uncharted paths, allowing you to break away from the well-worn roads that everyone else follows. As you craft your own route, you cultivate a distinct identity and worldview. This uniqueness can become your competitive advantage, whether in business or personal pursuits. In essence, a Delulu mindset celebrates what makes you stand out from the rest. Example: Ivy developed a quirky cooking show format that blended comedy skits with recipe tutorials, setting her channel apart from conventional cooking shows. 12. Cultivates resilience. Ambitious goals are often riddled with challenges, but facing these trials head-on sharpens your endurance. Each setback becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become stronger. Resilience blossoms from the desire to continue pushing forward even when success feels distant. Over time, this unbreakable spirit becomes one of your greatest assets. Example, Hakeem, after multiple failed attempts at launching a podcast, used every flop as a learning experience until he finally created a hit show. 13. Leads to mastery. Striving for high-level achievements forces you to refine your skills well beyond average standards. Rather than settling for mediocrity, you dedicate yourself to consistent practice, study, and experimentation. This purposeful approach helps you achieve mastery in your chosen field or endeavor. A Delulu mindset, therefore, is often the hidden engine behind world-class expertise. Example, Naomi spent countless hours perfecting her piano technique, ultimately earning a spot at an elite music conservatory. 14. Expands perspective. When you allow yourself to think beyond conventional boundaries, you begin to see possibilities in places others overlook. Instead of focusing on limitations, you spot opportunities for growth and discovery. This broader view fosters an optimistic approach to problem solving, turning hurdles into potential breakthroughs. In short, Delulu thinking helps you see the big picture and find new ways forward. Example, Leo, frustrated by traffic congestion, developed a bike-sharing app that revolutionized his city's commuting habits. 15. Generates wealth. Big dreams often have the potential to create significant value in the marketplace. Whether it's through entrepreneurship, innovation, or creative pursuits, you position yourself to reap substantial financial rewards by venturing into bold territories. Delulu thinking aligns you with lucrative niches that more cautious minds might dismiss. Consequently, those who dream bigger often find themselves building greater wealth. Example, Fiona launched an online subscription box of exclusive tea blends and saw her revenue skyrocket within months. 16. Improves problem solving. Expansive thinking pushes you to tackle complex issues with fresh perspectives. Instead of getting stuck on surface-level problems, you dig deeper for more innovative solutions. This mindset trains you to think unconventionally and stay open to multiple strategies. By relentlessly seeking creative resolutions, your problem-solving abilities become both flexible and formidable. Example, Ulmer transformed an abandoned warehouse into a co-working space after seeing the building's potential rather than just its rundown facade. 17. Beats procrastination. When you're deeply enthusiastic about a grand vision, idling away time feels wasteful. The fire within drives you to take immediate action, step by step. Procrastination slips away because you recognize that every moment can be leveraged for progress. Ultimately, Delulu ambition keeps you operating with a sense of urgency and purpose. Example, Elena, determined to write her memoir, got up at 5 a.m. daily to type out a chapter before work, never letting excuses slow her down. 18. Builds leadership skills. Guiding yourself and others toward ambitious objectives teaches you how to set direction, motivate, and adapt. You learn to articulate a compelling vision and rally people around it. Over time, these leadership qualities become second nature, reinforcing your capacity to spearhead diverse initiatives. A Delulu mindset thus turns you into the visionary leader people look up to. Example, Raphael convinced his friends to join him in cleaning up local beaches and spearheaded an environmental movement in his community. 19. Encourages collaboration. Big dreams often exceed what one person can accomplish alone, prompting you to seek alliances and expertise. This naturally fosters a spirit of teamwork, where each contributor's strengths become assets to the group. You learn to delegate effectively and appreciate the power of synergy. As a result, Delulu thinking not only fuels personal ambition but also cultivates collective success. Example, Grace teamed up with software developers, marketers, and designers to launch a mental health app that gained thousands of users within weeks. 20. ignites passion. It's easier to remain enthusiastic when your goals are grand and meaningful. Your passion becomes a driving force, energizing you to tackle each day with determination. This fervor is contagious, uplifting those around you and creating a robust support system. Overall, Delulu thinking imbues your endeavors with passion that translates into relentless perseverance. Example: Xavier's zeal for designing smart sneakers inspired his entire research team to push innovation boundaries. 21. Improves mental health. Working toward personally meaningful aims can elevate your sense of purpose and self-esteem. The momentum of progress and the joy of small wins reinforce positive emotions. While setbacks happen, having a big dream can motivate you to bounce back faster. In many cases, the journey itself provides therapeutic benefits, cultivating a resilient and hopeful mindset. Example: Ariella battled anxiety but found solace in her art therapy startup idea, channeling her energy into each new design. 22. Reduces fear of failure. When you operate with a grand vision, you come to accept that occasional failures are part of the deal. This perspective reframes failure as a stepping stone, rather than a dead end. Each misstep becomes a lesson learned on the path to something greater. Over time, you fear failure less and embrace continuous growth more. Example: Vince experienced multiple rejections pitching his clothing line but refused to see them as final no's, using feedback to refine his designs. 23. Sharpens focus. Ambitious objectives demand keen attention on what matters most. You learn to filter out distractions and invest your time wisely in actions that advance your dream. This habit of concentrated effort spills over into other parts of your life, enhancing overall productivity. Delulu thinking, therefore, not only helps you dream big but also trains you to laser in on your priorities. Example: Sasha turned off her social media notifications and meticulously planned each day to stay on track for launching her wellness blog. 24. Teaches patience. Not all lofty ambitions are achieved overnight, and the waiting can build character. Learning to be patient helps you manage frustration and maintain momentum for the long haul. You appreciate that big goals often come with extended timelines, requiring consistent and persistent efforts. Ultimately, patience becomes a hidden superpower that sustains your Delulu spirit. Example: Malik spent years perfecting his organic skincare formula, never rushing the process, and eventually debuted a best-selling product line. 25. Strengthens decision-making. High-stakes goals demand critical decisions with significant repercussions. Through trial and error, you become adept at weighing pros and cons, assessing risks, and choosing optimal paths. This process sharpens your instincts and hones your judgment under pressure. As a result, Delulu thinking accelerates your growth into a confident and competent decision-maker. Example: Jasmine deliberated between multiple funding options for her nonprofit, ultimately choosing the one that best aligned with her mission. 26. Boosts motivation. The promise of a grand outcome injects everyday tasks with a sense of urgency and meaning. Instead of feeling mundane, each step becomes a crucial building block toward an extraordinary result. This transforms your mindset, turning routine challenges into exciting mini-missions. Naturally, you maintain higher levels of motivation when the bigger picture is so enticing. Example: Ethan found renewed purpose in his daily workouts after picturing himself completing a triathlon for a charity event. 27. Enriches life experience. Pursuing bold, adventurous goals leads you down roads you might never otherwise explore. You accumulate memorable stories, meet fascinating people, and gain rare insights. These experiences not only enrich your personal narrative but also deepen your understanding of the world. By living the Delulu way, you add depth and diversity to your life journey. Example: Ria's dream of studying dance around the globe took her to remote villages, where she learned vibrant folk traditions and formed lifelong friendships. 28. increases adaptability. When you set ambitious objectives, unexpected roadblocks are almost guaranteed. Learning to pivot and find new routes becomes a necessary skill. This experience makes you more flexible and open-minded, turning change into an opportunity rather than a threat. A Delulu mindset thus ensures you evolve alongside your challenges, always staying one step ahead. Example, Marcus shifted from selling physical art pieces to launching a thriving virtual gallery when his local market dried up. 29. Fosters optimism. Focusing on what you can achieve rather than what might go wrong nurtures a positive outlook. You begin to trust that even if the immediate results aren't perfect, you're progressing overall. Optimism turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy, helping you attract supportive energy and resources. In essence, a Delulu disposition makes you more hopeful and resilient in all circumstances. Example, Gia maintained a smile through each challenge while developing an eco-friendly clothing line, inspiring her team to stay positive as well. 30. Develops networking skills. Chasing big visions often involves reaching out for help, advice, and partnerships. This process naturally refines your ability to connect with others, build rapport, and exchange value. Over time, you'll develop a far-reaching network of mentors, peers, and supporters. The relationships born from such collaborations can last a lifetime and prove invaluable down the road. Example, Caleb joined startup meetups to pitch his AI tutoring software idea, meeting the perfect co-founder on his third event. 31. Teaches resource management. When the stakes are high, wasting time, money, or effort becomes a non-option. You learn to budget effectively, optimize schedules, and allocate energy in the most impactful ways. This sharp awareness of resource management carries over into every aspect of your life. By thinking Delulu, you gain the discipline to handle even scarce resources with precision. Example, Evelyn carefully planned out her daily schedule while bootstrapping her photography business to maximize every dollar spent. 32. Encourages mindfulness. To keep yourself on track with grand ambitions, you must regularly evaluate your emotional and mental states. This heightened self-awareness leads to recognizing unhelpful patterns and implementing healthier habits. Mindfulness fosters emotional intelligence, which in turn improves decision-making and interpersonal relationships. Ultimately, Delulu thinking can guide you toward a well-rounded approach to personal wellness. Example, Nick took up meditation to remain centered as he navigated the intense process of launching a biotech startup. 33. Provides clarity. Setting an enormous goal compels you to outline clear, actionable steps. This process strips away unnecessary distractions, leaving you with a focused path. As you refine your plan, your vision for the future becomes sharper and more inspiring. The clarity you gain informs daily decisions and ensures you're always moving closer to your ultimate destination. Example, Rosa created a vision board detailing her dream to open a community library, clarifying exactly how she would fund and staff it. 34. Builds integrity. Committing to an ambitious vision requires consistency in actions and values. Over time, this alignment between aspiration and behavior strengthens your ethical backbone. People come to respect your dedication and trustworthiness because you walk the talk. Through Delulu thinking, you learn that genuine integrity is non-negotiable for long-term success. Example, Zach stayed true to his pledge of using only fair trade ingredients in his chocolate shop, even when cheaper alternatives tempted him. 35. Cultivates gratitude. Each milestone becomes a reason to celebrate, instilling a sense of appreciation for the progress made. You begin to notice and value the small steps that accumulate into significant wins. This gratitude expands into a broader appreciation for life's gifts and opportunities. In a Delulu world, every inch of progress is cherished and recognized. Example, Elise journaled daily about the small achievements she made while saving for her dream cafe, acknowledging each small donation or sale. 36. Improves communication skills. Articulating grand ideas requires clarity, conviction, and sometimes persuasion. You learn to tailor your message to different audiences, maintaining both enthusiasm and coherence. Over time, consistently explaining your vision helps you become a compelling storyteller. This enhanced communication ability opens doors and builds support for your endeavors. Example: Arjun practiced his public speaking by pitching his educational VR software to local schools, honing his presentation style. 37. Teaches crisis management. Big aspirations come with big challenges, including unexpected setbacks. You learn to remain calm under pressure, analyze root causes, and pivot as needed. Through repetitive exposure to high-stakes situations, you refine your ability to manage crises effectively. Delulu thinking thus equips you with a toolbox of strategies for navigating turbulent times. Example: Carmen calmly reorganized her supply chain after a supplier went bankrupt, ensuring her organic cosmetics brand stayed afloat. 38. Inspires innovation. Attempting to achieve what seems impossible often requires inventing new methods or repurposing old ones. Your mind stays agile, constantly looking for unique angles that solve pressing problems. This fosters a culture of innovation wherever you go, whether at work or in personal projects. Delulu thinking, in essence, propels you to break new ground with creative solutions. Example: Violet devised an eco-friendly packaging prototype made from algae, revolutionizing the food industry's approach to waste reduction. 39. Provides a sense of accomplishment. Few experiences compare to the triumph of realizing a dream that once felt out of reach. Every obstacle you overcome along the way amplifies the final sense of success. This overwhelming satisfaction can boost your self-esteem and affirm your life's purpose. Ultimately, being Delulu makes victory that much sweeter when it arrives. Example: Damien felt an indescribable rush the day he got his first sale for his self-published fantasy novel. This was proof his dream was now reality. 40. Encourages self-expression. Dreaming big frees you from the constraint of fitting neatly into a predefined box. You feel emboldened to share your unique ideas, tastes, and visions with the world. In doing so, you cultivate a deeper sense of authenticity and personal identity. Delulu thinking thus empowers you to express your truth without fear. Example: Amara infused her love for graffiti art into her marketing campaigns, creating a striking brand that reflected her true creative spirit. 41. Builds emotional intelligence. As you work closely with others to bring your vision to life, you refine your ability to manage your own emotions and empathize with theirs. Each challenge teaches you to handle stress, communicate effectively, and read social dynamics. This emotional savvy contributes to stronger relationships and better leadership. In time, a Delulu approach can make you both a visionary and an empathetic collaborator. Example: John mastered active listening techniques while guiding his remote team to develop a next-gen gaming platform, earning their respect. 42. Improves time management. Grand dreams require meticulous planning and execution of daily tasks. You learn to prioritize, set deadlines, and delegate wherever possible. By systematically tackling your responsibilities, you become more efficient in all aspects of life. Delulu thinking, therefore, paves the way for heightened productivity and intelligent scheduling. Example: Kiana color-coded her weekly planner to juggle her university studies and the startup she was building on the side. 43. Fosters humility. Ironically, dreaming big also exposes you to your limitations and mistakes. You realize that to achieve your aims, you'll need help, guidance, and sometimes failures to learn from. This acceptance of your imperfections cultivates genuine humility and willingness to grow. Rather than inflating your ego, Delulu goals can ground you in a balanced self-awareness. Example, Eli had to pivot his restaurant concept after negative feedback, learning that humility and flexibility were critical for lasting success. 44. Encourages financial planning. Ambitious pursuits often involve substantial funding, whether for education, equipment, or building a business. Consequently, you learn to strategize, save, invest, or secure resources in a disciplined way. This cultivates prudent, financial habits that serve you well beyond just your immediate dream. In short, Delulu thinking can turn you into a savvy money manager. Example, Nora meticulously tracked her budget while creating her artisan jewelry line, ensuring she had enough capital to scale her business. 45. Teaches sacrifice. Achieving something monumental usually demands letting go of smaller comforts and fleeting enjoyments. By making strategic sacrifices of time, money, or leisure, you pave the path to bigger rewards. This process strengthens your commitment and clarifies how much your dream truly matters to you. Over time, you develop grit and resilience that no minor setback can derail. Example, Felix sold his gaming console collection to fund his dream bakery, showing how much he believed in his culinary vision. 46. Fosters self-discipline. Working toward high-stakes goals requires unwavering focus and consistent habits. You learn to put aside excuses and push forward even on days when motivation dips. Each self-discipline step builds upon the last, creating steady momentum. Embracing the Delulu mindset ensures that discipline becomes not just a tool but a way of life. Example, Melanie woke up at dawn every morning for a year to perfect her coding for a robotics competition, missing parties but never missing practice. 47. Improves physical health. Big ambitions often demand sustained energy and stamina, leading you to prioritize fitness, nutrition, and rest. A healthy body supports a sharp mind, enabling you to tackle tasks with vigor. Over time, these lifestyle changes become permanent, contributing to overall well-being. Thus, Delulu thinking can indirectly lead you to better physical health as part of chasing your goals. Example, Toby adopted a daily workout routine to stay energized for his long hours in the recording studio, boosting both his focus and endurance. 48. Encourages creativity in problem solving. Standard solutions rarely suffice when you're aiming for extraordinary results. This forces you to experiment, combine methods, and look at challenges from multiple angles. By stepping beyond the obvious, you uncover innovations that others miss. Ultimately, a Delulu approach trains your mind to see hidden opportunities and craft inventive solutions. Example, Kira combined 3D printing with recycled plastics to create affordable prosthetics for children, solving a crucial medical gap. 49. Builds self-worth. Each small victory in your journey affirms your capability, gradually stacking up into a strong sense of worthiness. You begin to associate yourself with effort, resilience, and achievement. This self-perception becomes a powerful motivator, propelling you further along your path. In essence, a Delulu mindset and self-esteem go hand in hand, fortifying each other continuously. Example, Lucas felt his confidence soar each time he made a sale at craft fairs, eventually recognizing he had the talent to open an online store. 50. Teaches you about yourself. Pursuing a grand vision reveals both your strengths and weaknesses. You discover what truly motivates you, what fears hold you back, and how you handle adversity. This self-knowledge is invaluable, shaping you into a more self-aware individual. Delulu thinking, therefore, becomes a mirror that reflects your deepest character traits. Example, Anya realized her real passion was marine biology, not law, while doing volunteer work at an aquarium, prompting a life-changing career switch. 51. Promotes mental toughness. Persisting in the face of obstacles hardens your resolve and strengthens your ability to cope with stress. Over time, you learn that challenges are transient hurdles, not permanent blocks. This ingrained toughness serves you well in all aspects of life, from work to relationships. A Delulu perspective, by normalizing big struggles, leads to big resilience. Example, Devon kept pushing through harsh winter training sessions for a transatlantic rowing challenge, building mental fortitude every day. 52. Encourages life balance. Surprisingly, setting huge goals can help you become more deliberate with your time and energy outside of work. You learn that balance is crucial to avoid burnout and maintain fresh creativity. This holistic approach fosters healthier relationships, hobbies, and personal growth. Delulu thinking teaches you that to reach the top, you need a solid foundation in every area of life. Example, Samantha blocked off weekends for family time despite working on a massive book project, ensuring her loved ones stayed a priority. 53. Inspires artistic expression. Big dreams often blur the lines between artistry and practicality, encouraging you to incorporate creative elements. Whether it's designing unique solutions or visually representing your vision, you tap into artistic flair. The process can be deeply fulfilling, adding color and depth to your pursuit. Thus, dreaming big can unleash your inner artist in unexpected ways. Example, Matteo illustrated vibrant murals around town to promote his crowdfunding campaign, merging art with entrepreneurship. 54. Improves strategic thinking. With large goals, you must navigate complexities and plan multiple steps ahead. This fosters a systematic approach to challenges, assessing risks and forecasting future scenarios. You learn to break down massive undertakings into manageable segments without losing sight of the bigger picture. Delulu thinking transforms you into a master strategist, capable of leading ambitious projects. Example, Iris plotted a 2-year roadmap for her ecotourism startup, anticipating potential issues like seasonal lulls and travel regulations. 55. Teaches flexibility. Pursuing lofty objectives usually involves winding paths and occasional dead ends. You adapt your methods, absorb feedback, and pivot when necessary. Being flexible prevents wasted effort on obsolete strategies and keeps you aligned with your overarching goal. Ultimately, Delulu ambition pairs perfectly with a willingness to bend and change as circumstances evolve. Example, Muhammad rebranded his online tutoring service to focus on language learning when he realized that was his niche's main need. 56. Promotes personal growth. Every step forward forces you to develop new skills, address weaknesses, and expand your comfort zone. The journey effectively becomes a personal development bootcamp. This growth isn't just about the end goal but also about becoming a better version of yourself along the way. Delulu thinking accelerates self-improvement by continuously challenging you to rise higher. Example, Estelle learned budgeting, marketing, and public speaking while building her candle-making business, realizing she was evolving with each step. 57. Teaches commitment. When you set an enormous goal, casual effort just won't cut it, full dedication becomes mandatory. This level of commitment trains you to be loyal to your vision and follow through on responsibilities. Over time, you see the dividends of persistent hard work, reinforcing your resolve. Delulu thinking, therefore, is a powerful teacher of unwavering commitment. Example, Reggie wrote a contract with himself to practice guitar daily for 2 hours, eventually landing a gig with a well-known band. 58. Encourages self-reliance. While collaboration is vital, you ultimately discover that you must also rely on your inner strength. Solving problems and overcoming obstacles build a trust in your own judgment and abilities. This self-reliance acts as a safety net when external support is limited. In a Delulu framework, you learn that you are indeed capable of forging your path. Example, Pilar taught herself graphic design using free online courses when her partner dropped out of their design venture. 59. Teaches you to celebrate small wins. Big dreams are achieved through a succession of smaller victories. Learning to recognize and celebrate each minor milestone fuels sustained motivation and optimism. These moments of celebration also serve as checkpoints, helping you appreciate the progress made. Being Delulu means transforming every step into a reason to feel proud and keep going. Example: Callista treated herself to a homemade dinner date every time she reached a milestone in her online fitness coaching business. 60. Improves your ability to inspire. By actively chasing bold ambitions, you demonstrate the power of belief and persistence. People see you pushing boundaries and wonder what they, too, could achieve. You become a walking testament to the idea that limits are often self-imposed. This personal embodiment of possibility naturally makes you an inspiration to others. Example: Emmett's dedication to launching a community theater in a low-income neighborhood moved local residents to volunteer and donate. 61. Teaches you the value of hard work. Grand visions demand sustained effort beyond the minimal threshold. You learn to pour your energy wholeheartedly into tasks that move you closer to your dreams. Through this consistent exertion, you witness firsthand how dedication pays off. In the end, Delulu thinking cements the principle that nothing worthwhile comes without rolling up your sleeves. Example: Aisha built her fashion brand from scratch, sewing clothes late into the night, and gradually grew a loyal customer base. 62. Promotes self-discovery. On the path to ambitious goals, you explore interests you never knew existed. You might stumble upon a hidden talent, a fresh passion, or a new perspective on life. This ongoing process of exploration reveals deeper layers of who you are. Consequently, Delulu pursuits can become journeys of profound self-discovery. Example: Paulo discovered he loved event organizing while fundraising for his local animal shelter, turning it into a thriving new career. 63. Builds patience for long-term goals. When your objectives are monumental, you accept that some take years or even decades to unfold. This teaches you to focus on sustainable progress rather than instant gratification. You develop an appreciation for incremental steps and steady growth. As a result, being Delulu cultivates the patience to see big visions through to completion. Example: Marisol spent over 5 years gradually collecting vintage comics to create a global exhibition, never losing sight of her end goal. 64. Teaches the importance of persistence. Not every plan will materialize quickly, and failures may interrupt your progress. However, persisting through challenges fortifies your resolve and keeps you inching closer to the finish line. Each retry is a testament to your unwavering faith in your vision. Delulu thinking emphasizes that persistence is the backbone of extraordinary success. Example: Tomas pitched his food delivery drone idea to dozens of companies before finally landing a breakthrough partnership. 65. Improves quality of life. By continuously aiming higher, you frequently elevate your living standards, whether financially, intellectually, or emotionally. The pursuit of bigger dreams encourages better habits, healthier relationships, and more fulfilling activities. Over time, these improvements snowball, greatly enhancing your day-to-day experience. Hence, a Delulu outlook can lead to a richer, more satisfying life overall. Example: Celeste, who once struggled with low self-esteem, felt her overall happiness surge as she pursued her dream of opening a holistic wellness center. 66. Encourages you to set even higher goals. Achieving a big dream emboldens you to see what else is possible. Each success, no matter how grand, becomes a stepping stone for the next chapter. This upward spiral of ambition keeps you forward-focused and growth-oriented. Being Delulu turns ambition into a never-ending quest for greater heights. Example: Bryce hit his goal of running a half marathon, then immediately set his sights on completing a full Ironman triathlon. 67. Provides stories to share. Navigating the ups and downs of gigantic pursuits gives you a wealth of anecdotes and lessons. These stories can be inspiring, humorous, or cautionary tales that resonate with others. Sharing them strengthens your bonds with people who appreciate your journey. In essence, Delulu living transforms your life into an engaging narrative worth telling. Example: Aaliyah's tales of juggling medical school while producing a documentary film captivated audiences at local storytelling events. 68. Builds a legacy. Monumental achievements often outlive you, leaving a lasting imprint on your field, community, or even the world. Your grand vision can inspire future generations to dream big and push boundaries. Over time, your contributions become part of a broader heritage. Delulu thinking is thus a pathway to making a meaningful mark on history. Example: Jerome's scholarship program for underprivileged kids carried on even after his retirement, forging a legacy of educational empowerment. 69. Teaches you to overcome doubts. Whether self-imposed or external, doubts inevitably arise when chasing massive goals. Facing them head-on and still pressing forward builds inner conviction. Overcoming these mental obstacles instills a profound sense of self-belief and mental resilience. Ultimately, your Delulu attitude turns skepticism, yours or others, into fuel for success. Example: Mina ignored classmates who scoffed at her plan to start a robotics club, proving them wrong when her team won a national competition. 70. Improves your ability to handle stress. Pursuing large objectives involves high stakes and numerous pressures. Through repeated exposure to stressful situations, you refine your coping mechanisms and emotional self-regulation. This skill set transforms anxiety into a more manageable drive that propels you forward. A Delulu mindset, therefore, aids in transforming stress from a stumbling block into a motivating force. Example: Giovanni used breathing exercises and mental reframing to stay calm while organizing a 5,000-person tech conference. 71. Encourages a proactive lifestyle. Instead of waiting for life to happen, you actively shape your destiny by pursuing what seems impossible. This forward-leaning attitude spills into every facet of your life, from relationships to career moves. You stop merely reacting to circumstances and start creating them. Delulu living turns you into the architect of your future. Example: Cecilia proactively approached local businesses to sponsor her charity run rather than waiting for sponsors to come to her. 72. Teaches the importance of details. The bigger the dream, the more critical it is to get each small element right. You learn to pay close attention to factors like timing, quality, resources, and execution. This meticulous approach prevents errors from accumulating and jeopardizing the entire project. Delulu thinking, therefore, underscores that grand visions are built on a foundation of well-managed details. Example: Darius meticulously tested every sensor in his prototype drone, knowing a single malfunction could undermine the entire project. 73. Builds a supportive network. When you share an ambitious vision, you attract people who are either inspired by or skilled in making it a reality. This creates a circle of allies who provide motivation, resources, and constructive feedback. Over time, these relationships evolve into a powerful support system you can rely on. Thus, a Delulu pursuit fosters a network of like-minded champions around you. Example: Renee's dream of starting a children's STEM camp drew educators, scientists, and parents together, forming a passionate community. 74. Teaches you the importance of vision. A lofty dream serves as a beacon that keeps you focused during uncertain times. Without a clear vision, it's easy to lose direction and enthusiasm. Embracing a Delulu mindset cements the idea that a compelling vision is essential for greatness. By defining what you truly want, you chart a route to meaningful accomplishments. Example: Simon maintained a clear plan for his eco-friendly housing project, guiding the team despite setbacks with materials and regulations. 75. Improves your ability to handle success and failure. Attempting grand feats makes both triumph and downfall more intense. You learn to remain grounded in victory and to bounce back from defeat with minimal loss of momentum. This emotional balancing act cultivates maturity and grace. Over time, you realize that both success and failure are integral aspects of a fulfilling journey. Example, Ingrid gracefully handled the sudden popularity of her fitness YouTube channel, acknowledging the team who supported her rise. 76. Encourages constant evaluation and adjustment. To keep big goals on track, you frequently assess your progress, identify inefficiencies, and refine your approach. This cyclical process of planning, doing, and reviewing fosters continuous improvement. You avoid stagnation by staying open to feedback and tweaking your methods. Consequently, a Delulu perspective nurtures a dynamic, ever-evolving approach to problem-solving. Example, Wes revisited his social media strategy weekly for his indie game launch, pivoting when certain platforms underperformed. 77. Teaches the value of expertise. When you dream on a large scale, you recognize the limitations of what you can accomplish alone. Seeking experts' advice and collaborating with specialists becomes essential. This appreciation for collective intelligence increases your likelihood of success while deepening your respect for other people's knowledge. Hence, Delulu thinking emphasizes that no colossal goal is ever reached in isolation. Example, Natasha enlisted a data scientist, a marketer, and an operations guru to co-found her personalized nutrition startup. 78. Promotes a sense of adventure. Nothing is more thrilling than stepping into the unknown for the sake of a grand ambition. Each day can bring new discoveries, challenges, and unexpected twists. You live on the cusp of excitement, where possibilities flourish. Embracing Delulu ideas transforms ordinary life into a grand adventure, full of stories waiting to unfold. Example, Diego left his 9-to-5 to travel the world, blogging about unique ecotourism spots and inspiring others to explore beyond their comfort zone. 79. Builds your reputation. Achieving remarkable feats often garners recognition from peers, mentors, and the public. This can significantly enhance your credibility and set you apart in your field. Your name becomes associated with vision, determination, and innovation. Over the long run, a Delulu mindset boosts your personal and professional reputation. Example, Layla gained traction as a thought leader after publishing her groundbreaking research on plant-based plastics, drawing invitations to speak at major conferences. 80. Encourages lifelong learning. Bigger dreams generally require upgrading your skills and knowledge continuously. You never reach a plateau because each milestone unlocks the need for further expertise. This perpetual quest for improvement keeps you mentally agile and open-minded. In a Delulu framework, education becomes an enduring part of your life's journey. Example, Gavin enrolled in an online leadership course after his e-commerce startup took off, determined to refine his managerial skills. 81. Improves your public speaking skills. Sharing ambitious visions, whether in meetings or conferences, hones your ability to articulate your ideas passionately. You learn to engage audiences by speaking convincingly about potential futures. Over time, nerves diminish and confidence in delivering grand messages grows. Through Delulu pursuits, public speaking becomes a powerful tool for rallying support and consensus. Example, Freya started off shaky when pitching her app at tech events but soon captivated crowds with a bold, clear vision of smart home integration. 82. Encourages you to think globally. Monumental dreams often extend beyond local boundaries, compelling you to consider international trends, cultures, and markets. This global perspective broadens your horizons and enriches your approach to collaboration and innovation. You see connections that transcend borders, creating possibilities on a worldwide scale. Delulu thinking, therefore, positions you as a player on the global stage. Example, Adissa partnered with entrepreneurs across Africa and Europe to develop a pan-continental microlending platform. 83. Improves your research skills. To achieve the extraordinary, you need accurate data, insights, and strategies. This drives you to refine your research techniques, scouring credible sources, analyzing information, and synthesizing findings. Over time, you become adept at gathering and interpreting critical knowledge. A Delulu mindset ensures that curiosity and thorough research remain at the core of your decision-making. Example, Monica compiled vast consumer data before launching her online baby products store, successfully identifying a niche market. 84. Builds professional relationships. Whether you're launching a startup or spearheading a nonprofit initiative, lofty goals attract professional allies. Working together under high-stakes conditions forges strong bonds rooted in mutual respect. These relationships can evolve into enduring partnerships, mentorships, and friendships. By dreaming big, you cultivate a robust and influential professional network. Example, Alejandro's dream to revolutionize local farming introduced him to a circle of agriculture experts who later became his business partners. 85. Teaches you to handle criticism. Pursuing unconventional or ambitious endeavors invites skepticism and negative feedback. Over time, you learn to differentiate constructive critique from baseless doubts. Rather than internalizing harsh words, you use them to refine your approach or reinforce your resolve. Thus, Delulu thinking makes you resilient, ensuring that criticism becomes a tool for growth instead of a hurdle. Example, Leilani improved her vegan meal prep app after reading critical reviews, introducing new features that won over skeptics. 86. Encourages you to help others. As you gain success and resources, you're in a better position to uplift those who share your vision or need support. This might manifest as mentorship, philanthropy, or community-building initiatives. Empowering others can create a multiplying effect where collective ambition flourishes. Ultimately, being Delulu allows you to pay forward the benefits of your accomplishments. Example, Thomas, after successfully crowdfunding his film, donated part of his profits to help aspiring filmmakers produce their short movies. 87. Improves your sales skills. Whether pitching a startup to investors or persuading collaborators to join your cause, big dreams require selling a vision. You learn to structure persuasive arguments, highlight benefits, and handle objections. Over time, these skills become second nature, enhancing both professional and personal interactions. Delulu thinking thus transforms you into a captivating and convincing communicator. Example, Renee expertly pitched her line of handmade shoes to a major retailer, securing shelf space in a top department store. 88. Builds mental clarity. Defining a colossal objective forces you to sift through mental clutter and zero in on essential tasks. You gain a sharper understanding of your priorities, values, and strategies. This mental clarity translates into decisive action and greater emotional stability. With a Delulu mindset, you operate with clear-eyed conviction that cuts through noise and doubt. Example, Elio outlined his dream of creating a sports mentorship program, clarifying every step from funding to coach recruitment. 89. Teaches you the importance of timing. Making massive strides at the right moment can catapult your progress. Through both success and failure, you come to appreciate when to strike, when to pause, and when to pivot. Strategic timing can spell the difference between fleeting efforts and lasting impact. Delulu ambition reinforces that patience plus action equals perfect timing for breakthroughs. Example, Stephanie waited for her local farmers market season to open before launching her artisanal honey brand, maximizing early momentum. 90. Encourages ethical thinking and actions. When aiming for transformative achievements, the stakes and the scrutiny are higher. You become mindful that your methods and motivations must align with ethical standards if you want sustainable success. This ensures that your pursuit benefits not only you but also the wider community. A Delulu mindset paired with strong ethics can yield both admiration and lasting positive change. Example: Patrick insisted on fair wages for all workers in his up-and-coming fashion line, rejecting any exploitative shortcuts. 91. Improves your analytical skills. Targeting large goals often entails crunching numbers, studying market trends, and evaluating complex data. This rigor refines your capacity for logical reasoning and pattern recognition. You start noticing correlations and causal links that may elude a casual observer. Delulu thinking transforms you into a data-savvy decision-maker. Example: Alicia used in-depth analytics to track user behavior on her streaming app, optimizing the platform for greater engagement. 92. Teaches you the importance of good health. You quickly learn that a strong body and mind are prerequisites for prolonged, high-level effort. Neglecting wellness leads to burnout, which stalls your progress. Therefore, you begin prioritizing rest, proper nutrition, and regular exercise. Delulu thinking underscores that taking care of your health is part of taking care of your dreams. Example: Chris incorporated a daily meditation and workout regimen to stay mentally sharp while juggling 2 growing tech startups. 93. Encourages you to think beyond yourself. Ambitious goals often have a ripple effect, touching communities, industries, or even global systems. You start contemplating how your pursuits can serve a greater good rather than just personal gain. This mindset fosters empathy, compassion, and a sense of responsibility toward others. In turn, the Delulu approach transforms you into a more conscientious and impactful individual. Example: Adriana added a give-back program to her beauty brand, donating a portion of proceeds to clean water initiatives. 94. Improves your planning skills. Monumental objectives require detailed roadmaps outlining milestones, deadlines, and resource allocation. You learn to break big tasks into smaller, manageable segments, ensuring steady advancement. This level of structured thinking applies to personal projects and professional endeavors alike. A Delulu perspective reinforces methodical planning as the backbone of success. Example: Eric, aiming to develop a sustainable packaging plant, created a Gantt chart to manage each construction phase efficiently. 95. Teaches you to embrace change. The path to extraordinary achievement rarely follows a straight line. Unpredictable twists force you to adapt, pivot, and evolve your strategy. Over time, you become more comfortable with uncertainty, viewing change as an ally rather than a threat. Thus, being Delulu trains you to see fluidity as a natural part of achieving greatness. Example: Tanya completely overhauled her event planning blueprint for a virtual format when the pandemic hit, keeping her business alive. 96. Builds your ability to forecast and predict. Aiming high encourages you to anticipate future trends, challenges, and opportunities. This forward-thinking mindset is honed through researching market conditions and analyzing historical patterns. In turn, you become more adept at making informed predictions that keep you ahead of the curve. Delulu thinking, therefore, nurtures keen foresight and strategic anticipation. Example: Quincy studied global demand for organic spices and positioned his distribution company to capture emerging markets first. 97. Encourages you to leave your comfort zone. Seemingly impossible goals can't be reached by sticking to familiar routines. Each new experience, be it public speaking, international travel, or technical experimentation, expands your skill set. Stepping outside your comfort zone becomes exhilarating rather than terrifying. Delulu ambition consistently pushes you toward fresh learning curves and personal breakthroughs. Example: Becca overcame her fear of heights by training to climb a challenging mountain for a charity fundraiser. 98. Improves your ability to prioritize. With multiple tasks vying for your attention, you learn to determine which ones truly move the needle. Allocating resources where they matter most becomes second nature. This constant prioritization streamlines your efforts and yields better results faster. In short, Delulu goals shape you into an expert at focusing on what truly counts. Example: Noah put aside non-essential tasks to concentrate on finalizing his app's critical features before launch, maximizing impact. 99. Encourages you to think big. Once you adopt a Delulu mindset, it becomes second nature to imagine far-reaching possibilities. You recognize the magnitude of what can be accomplished if you only dare to try. This broader scope compels you to break free from small thinking in all aspects of life. Ultimately, being Delulu normalizes dreaming bigger than the ordinary constraints. Example: Felicity decided to pitch her handcrafted jewelry to global retailers, not just local boutiques, quadrupling her client base. 100. Transforms your life. Integrating Delulu thinking alters every facet of who you are, from your self-confidence to your problem-solving abilities. Old limitations fall away as you realize you're capable of more than you ever suspected. In the process, your relationships, career, and personal fulfillment ascend to unprecedented levels. Embracing the Delulu mindset truly becomes the Solulu, revolutionizing your existence, one lofty goal at a time. Example: Caden's worldview completely changed after launching his VR education startup, opening doors he never dreamed possible. Now that you've taken in these 100 reasons to hold tight to your dreams, let this be your reminder that there's untold power in a mindset that dares to envision the seemingly impossible. It's easy to let your inner critic, or the doubts of those around you, convince you to play small. But in truth, reclaiming just a spark of that childlike wonder can fuel incredible breakthroughs, guiding you to a life that's not only successful but also richly fulfilling. Each day, you have a choice: will you lean into daring possibilities, or will you allow the world's caution to dampen your fire? If you're ready to elevate your goals, ignite your creativity, and keep that Delulu flame burning bright, be sure to visit loveluxamore.com. Explore my digital offerings, including vision board analysis, in-depth goal-setting sessions, and powerful custom affirmations designed to keep your passion at the forefront of everything you do. These tools and services are tailored to help you transform daydreams into tangible, achievable milestones. Finally, if you found inspiration in this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue uplifting each other and transforming lofty hopes into extraordinary realities. After all, sometimes being a bit Delulu is precisely the Solulu we need to maintain that unstoppable belief in what we can accomplish and to keep on dreaming, no matter what.